Hello and welcome to WePC. My name is Jay and today I'm going to be reviewing the Asus XG32VQ. Now, the XG32 is one of Asus's largest curved monitors, scaling up to an impressive 31.5 inches and sporting an 1800R curvature. Alongside its eye-catching display, the XG32VQ also comes equipped with a 1440p screen resolution, 144Hz refresh rate and excellent colour coverage. So with plenty to get through, let's waste no further time and dive straight into it, and as always we will start with the design. Now, Asus are no strangers to designing fantastic looking monitors, and the XG32VQ is no exception. The first thing you will notice about this monitor is just how premium it actually looks. The 32-inch screen is characterized by its larger 1800R curve and pairs nicely with thin dual-stage bezels that help create a true feeling of immersion. The bottom bezel is the larger of the three and showcases a simple ROG logo that is finished with a chrome styling. The top and side bezels measure in at 8 to 9mm, whilst the bottom bezel has a more robust 22mm profile. Despite these not being the smallest, they're still extremely thin when compared to the size of this monitor. The base of the stand is potentially the most striking aspect of this monitor's design, offering ROG's signature gamey traits that have been such a hit in the past. The stand has a triad design with a V shape that looks absolutely superb, and splashes of red can be found in the base of the stand alongside a light signature projection feature that is meant to beam the ROG logo onto your desk. However, unfortunately, the one that we have is a review copy and the plastic logo that is shined through is actually broken, so we can't show you that. But that will not be the case with your model. It's simply just because ours is a review copy. The rear of the monitor itself is fairly basic until you reach the center, where another RGB zone can be found alongside some more gamey etchings, which to be fair, they look really nice. I like them. The stand brings height, tilt and swivel functionality to the table, and as this monitor is curved, chances are you might need to maneuver it at some stage. Fortunately for you, the stand is both versatile and robust, holding it in place firmly once you have found the perfect viewing angle. 4 buttons and a joystick can be found at the bottom right hand corner of the monitor for OSD navigation. These are finished with a design that fits nicely into this panel's overall aesthetic. Asus's logo can once again be found at the top of the monitor, finishing its look off nicely. And in terms of build quality, the monitor felt pretty sturdy and honestly didn't show any signs of poor build practice. The panel has a strong coating offering a 3H hardness for additional protection at the front, which does an excellent job of mitigating both natural and man-made light sources. There are also no obvious gaps either, something that is often found at the front of a curved monitor. For inputs, the XG32 comes with several USB ports, a number of display input and audio options as well, and they can all be found at the rear of the monitor. The OSD for the Asus XG32 is extremely easy to use and self-intuitive. It's the same OSD that we've seen used over numerous ROG monitors, with each exceeding our expectations for ease of use. Inside the OSD, users have access to a number of different settings, which do include picture quality, color accuracy, image responsiveness, and alongside those there are a ton of color presets and modes that are custom designed for that gaming scenario in mind. Now, before we get into what it's like to game on this thing, please note that Charlie, our monitor specialist, has done a whole bunch of color accuracy, picture quality and color gamut testing, and the results of all of those can be found on our full review article, which I will link in the description down below, so definitely go and click that if that's something you're into. Now, the XG32VQ offered a hit and miss experience when it did come to gaming. Whilst it excelled in single player titles, the same can't be said for competitive titles. When the in-game frame rate matched the refresh rate of the monitor, games had a particularly lucid feel that looked fantastic. Games like Counter-Strike, Call of Duty and PUBG all felt very responsive, with no feeling of lag in between mouse movement and on-screen action. The 144Hz refresh rate offers 2.4 times the data of a 60Hz monitor, resulting in a clear and obvious difference between the two technologies when they are viewed side by side. This quick refresh rate would also reduce the perceived blur quite dramatically, allowing you to focus more clearly on fast-moving targets and enemies. However, it wasn't all plain sailing. We experienced some fairly obvious downfalls when it came to pixel response time. As mentioned in the specifications, the XG32 only comes with a 4 ms greater gray response time, and that's a best case scenario. In reality, the response time of this monitor over all color transitions was much slower, and this was fairly obvious in some games where smearing was quite apparent and sometimes even off-putting. Luckily, the monitor does come with some overdrive settings in the OSD, allowing you to choose through 5 varying levels. Playing around with the numerous OD settings did have a dramatic effect on smearing, reducing it in some cases quite exponentially. Unfortunately, this is one of the main reasons why it didn't excel in those competitive titles. You have to basically choose between smearing and overshoot, which is something no competitive player wants to do. Furthermore, with a curved screen, the XG32VQ isn't optimized for this kind of gameplay. That said, the 1440p screen resolution did offer excellent picture clarity, pairing nicely with a wide color gamut for color realism. The overall immersion that this monitor provided in single-player titles was very high, and that 1800R curve provides a natural viewing experience that matches the curvature of your eye, lessening the strain it puts on you overall. Pairing this with the thin dual-stage bezels, the large 32-inch screen, and excellent color recreation, you do have a very efficient gaming monitor, albeit maybe not for the competitive-minded individual. So there you have it, guys, our comprehensive review of the Asus ROG STRIX XG32VQ, a large screen curved gaming monitor that tries to pair fast response with high levels of immersion. Now, as always, the only question left to answer is, does this monitor showcase good value for money? At the heart of it, this is a solid 32-inch gaming monitor that offers an immersive 1800R curvature alongside a high 144Hz refresh rate and a 4ms grade-to-grade response time. The SVA panel at its heart showcases improved viewing angles over VA alternatives, alongside that great color accuracy too. The XG32VQ offered deep blacks and bright white without a HDR certification, and furthermore, a wide color gamut allows this monitor to recreate a wider range of colors, again adding to the overall levels of immersion that it does offer. However, with poor pixel response time in certain color transitions that lead to pretty heavy smearing, using this monitor for competitive titles probably isn't the best idea. So at its current price tag, it's kind of hard to gauge whether or not this monitor shows good value for money. For most use cases, you'd probably say that this monitor is fairly priced, but by no means a bargain in today's market. Thanks so much for watching our review on this monitor. As always, links to the product will be in the description down below for you to go and check out, as well as our full review article. So definitely go and check that out if you want to. If you enjoyed this video, I would love if you could leave a like and subscribe if you're new to our channel. And if you hit over there in that rectangle, that'll take you to another one of our monitor reviews that I know you will enjoy. Thanks so much for watching. I've been Jay, and I'll see you in the next one.